Welcome back. Welcome back, my wonderful people. Welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little different. Yes, we're going to make grits, but we're going to make grits cakes. Yes, we are. We're going to use some extra virgin olive oil, some garlic, the grits, of course, some tahini sauce, some honey. That is my carrots. That's about a cup. And there is about a cup of the red, purple onion, whatever you want to call it. And then that is an 8 ounce of the plain white mushrooms. Here's your shot. Let's get started. I'll be right back. All right. We're going to go ahead and get the veggies sauteed. That's where we're going to use this olive oil. You don't need a lot. We just want to saute up these veggies. We're going to go in with those carrots. We're going to put those onions in there. And we're also going to go ahead and put in the mushrooms. And get this party started. It looks like a lot, but you know how things go. This stuff goes down to nothing. Also preheat your oven to 350. Because yes, we are going to be using the oven. Alright. And then go ahead and make your grits according to the package of whichever kind of grits you got. Just don't put in the butter, because the butter tends to make it a little bit more liquidy than we want. We want this to be a little bit on the sturdier side, should I say. Because we're going to make it into patties. And if for whatever reason you do make yours like that, just use a muffin pan. Use a muffin pan if they're a little bit more liquidy than you want them to be and not really holding up, because this is going to be our binder, what we're making right now, okay? It's going to help hold it together. So I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes. All right. Let it get on down. But 5 minutes in, I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic. I just don't want it to cook to death, because you know how garlic does. It likes to burn. And we don't want it burnt. We want it yummy. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to let this cook all up. And we'll be back. Now don't forget, preheat that oven to 350. And go ahead and get your grits done according to your package. I got the 5-minute grits. Boil the water, put the grits in. No butter, no salt, because we're that tahini sauce has a little bit on the salty content. Remember, you can always add to it, but once you put it in there, you can't take it out. So I'll be back in 5 minutes when it's time to add that olive oil. I'll be back. All right, this is the consistency that you want your grits to be. You see what I mean? A little thick, not having all that extra butter in there and stuff. Okay, so we need to let these cool down before we can go to the next step, okay? Because we want to handle them. Or you can just use the muffin tin and just call it a day. All right? I'll be back. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and get that garlic in there, okay? There you go. I'm going to use 2 nice spoonfuls. And that's only because I love garlic. If you don't care for it, or should I say don't love it as much, just use 1 spoonful. And then we're just going to let this cook for another 5 minutes. See how much it's already broken down? It looked like a lot at first, but no, it's not. Okay, so we're going to let this cook for 5 minutes. Gigi, I'll be back. Okay, I've already put in the 4 tablespoons of the tahini paste. This is why I said you wanted it to not be so liquidy, because we're going to add some liquids. So that was 4 tablespoons-ish. And we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of honey. About. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our little mixture. Our veggies. And we're going to mix all of that up. And we're going to let this sit for about 30 minutes, because we need this stuff to cool down. Maybe about an hour. But like I said, you don't have to. You can go ahead and use the tins. But if you want to make them into patties with your hands, you're going to need to let it cool down a little bit, okay? So I'm going to let mine cool down. I'm going to try to let mine cool down. So we're just going to mix all that up. Look at that. A different way of eating grits. I'm telling you guys, I'm just a little old country girl. And sometimes my recipes may get a little country on you. So we're just going to mix that all up. I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes so that it can cool off so I can handle it. And I'll be back. All right. I've let mine cool down for 30 minutes. It's still a little warm. But like I said, you can absolutely put these in tins. I just grab a little handful of this, shape it up into a ball a little bit, and kind of form it. You can see what I'm doing. And then I just put it on the cookie sheet. I did spray this down with some of the Crisco. Take another little ball. Form it up so it'd be real pretty. And then just lay it down. And that's all I'm going to do with all of these. I mean, you can absolutely, with half of these, I am going to put cheese on the top of them once they come out of the oven. We're going to bake this on 350 for 30 minutes. Keeping in mind, it's not about getting done. It's about just golden browning it on up. Because it's already done. Everything is done. We've already cooked everything, okay? So that's all we're going to do at this point. We're just browning her up. Okay? I hope you guys are having a great day out there. Starting your new year off right. Living right, being right, doing right. Being the best you can be. Alright? And this is all I'm doing. I'm just shaping her up a little bit and putting her down. And I'm going to continue to make these. I'm going to put 4 in a row, so 8 to a sheet. And then I'm going to bake them on 350. Okay? 350, 30 minutes. That's all you need. But halfway through, 15 minutes, we're going to take these out, get you a little spatula, and we're going to flip them over. Okay? Guess if I would have put those a little bit more together. There we go. And get that 4 on there. There we go. And these are really delicious. They're different. Like I said, another way to do your grits. Kind of like salmon patties with grits. That's what they are. Okay. And there we go. I'm going to bake these for 30 minutes on 350. And that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, 15 minutes in, I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. I'll be back. Now this is how we eat grit cakes in my house. A little cheese with a little egg. Top it with a little green onion. And oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day. Thank you so much for stopping by and supporting. I appreciate every single one of you. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. And know that Gigi will definitely see you on the next one. Bye-bye, you guys.